Them, Good morning, everyone. It's Jeff Exline, and this is Hannah George. Say hello to everyone out
Hi,
there.
Everyone. I'm Hannah George.
Hannah is our intern. She's going to be helping us out too in June. You're going to see her on the air here in less than a month.
I know.
Couple weeks.
I know.
Couple weeks. So we want to introduce you a new face. No, so tell everyone where you're from.
Yeah. So my name's Hannah. I am from Pittsburgh. I live a little bit outside the city. I live in Robinson, if any of you know where that is. I'm currently a student at Penn State. I'm going into my 4th year. I'm kind of a weird one. I graduate this December, so I'm like a 3rd and a half year, I usually say, because not really 4th year, not really 3rd year, somewhere in between. But yeah, I'm from Robinson. I love it. So I'm familiar with the area. My mom went to West Virginia. My dad's from West Virginia. So
that's impressive. You're finishing 3.5 years.
Yeah.
You're saving your parents so much money.
Oh yeah. I keep harping on that. I'm like, you can't get mad at me. I'm saving you money.
So, and you're into weather, and you're going to be doing some reporting maybe as well. So
yeah, I got a lot going on. It's kind of, I like everything about the news. I just really think it's an important field to be in. So I like to cover it all.
Okay. I should go over okay, just some weird questions. I didn't even ask you these. Favorite season?
Fall, because it's my birthday.
Fall is your birthday. Okay, there we go. That's good. Good answer. Favorite color?
I usually would say like a dark green. I really like. I think.
Dark green.
Yeah.
A hunter green.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Favorite food?
That's a tough one. I think if I asked my boyfriend, he would say pasta with vodka sauce because that's what he always makes me. He thinks it's my favorite. I would say he's right about that. I'm also really a steak lover though too.
Okay. Steak and pasta. And if you were a celebrity, who would most people say you look like?
Oh my gosh. I've gotten she's not very famous, but Joey King. She was in a couple like teen movies a while back, and she's been in a couple of things, but I've gotten her a lot throughout my life.
Joey King.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look her up now.
When I was younger, I got a lot of when I was like little, because I had light eyes and dark hair, I got Rory Gilmore a lot from Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
But I've gotten anybody that I think that has dark hair and light eyes, I get because that's the standard.
Okay, so if you're just tuning in, this is Hannah George. She's going to be helping us out here in June. She's learning the ropes, so that's what we're doing. So we figured may as well do a Facebook Live or YouTube Live or whatever. We're on both, so it's both. So let's jump into the weather here. And Hannah, you can take it away. Tell everyone what we have out there.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a cloudy morning, a cooler morning as well. You can see in Steubenville all that cloud cover going on. Wheeling, though, you're starting to see more of the blue out there, and the cloud cover is going to decrease as we get later in the day as those temperatures rise as well.
Yeah, and cool. That's the one word of the, every Monday I like to come in and I'm like, okay, what's the word that describes the weather this week? And I think it's cool. Yeah. I just keep on going back to cool. I mean, see here, the little trick. See, when you hit the space bar, it does that. So we want that, but we need to go over here and then hit the space bar, and then it's going to control our thing. There we go with the time lapse. So kind of cool showing the clouds moving in there.
Yeah, it's
And they're coming in from the north. I was telling you that, like,
Yes.
you see the clouds because we have our camera pointed north, and we see, that's telling us the wind direction's more of the north. And anytime the air is coming out of the north, I don't care what year it is, time of the year it is, spring, summer, winter, or fall, it's typically cooler. And indeed it is. But a really nice picture out there in Wheeling, 55, middle 50s, some places climbing the 60s. Could really make out where the sun, and I like to get out, sometimes I like to get out the arrow, Hannah. So you point out that where the sun's been out a little longer, it's a little warmer here. So that's a pretty good 10-degree difference from Steubenville to New Martinsville at the current time. So they've been seeing a little bit more sun south of I-70 with more clouds to the north. Temperatures this afternoon in the upper 60s, which is a little bit below normal. Nothing too crazy. Average high 72. So, just a few clicks below normal.
Yeah, it shouldn't really be too.
And the winds are lighter compared to what they were over the weekend.
True. It was a windy weekend.
Your mom had was your mom's birthday on Saturday?
It was on Saturday, yes.
And so she, with that wind Saturday, she didn't have to blow out the candles. The wind just blew them right out for her. So happy belated birthday to your mom. So upper 60s next few days. And what is this?
I know. I don't even want to look at it, honestly.
Hannah, did you mistype the numbers and the extended? Is that what it was?
The newbie. I got messed up.
No, unfortunately, that's not a mistake there. Upper 50s coming our way Thursday, Friday. And there you can see it. There's blues and what's that purple? It's like Barney.
I know. And it's even a little bit different purple than what's on.
Yeah.
It's a new type of color.
Like what, 15? Where we get to Thursday, it's like 15 some degrees below normal. So it's well below normal. So you see those clouds sort of melt away. And as we head into the evening hours, afternoon, evening, we'll see more sunshine and high pressure will briefly build in. Pretty quiet tonight. Another cool morning, 40s. Did you wear a jacket this morning?
I did not. I just went out on this, I hopped right in the car and I got on my way. So I didn't even feel it.
So most of the day tomorrow is dry, but as we head towards late afternoon, after dinner, especially after 5 o'clock, you can see the raindrops come back in. So if you want to get the grass cut after work today, you're in good shape. After work tomorrow, you eat dinner, you're going to be, dodging some drops by that point. So, and then rain's going to be with us tomorrow night. So good drink of rain for the lawns and gardens. And notice that pulls on out of the area tomorrow morning. And then or not tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning. And then it comes back Wednesday afternoon, some showers, maybe some claps of thunder here. The one good thing about this week, it is cooler. I don't expect a whole lot of severe weather to deal with this week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a positive. What about the weekend?
It's a little bit cooler than average, but me personally, I still think it's going to be sunny for the most part, maybe a shower or two on Saturday, but I think you're still going to be able to enjoy the weekend as long as you're ready for those lower temperatures, which I think after the week we have now, you'll be fine by then. After those 50s, those 60s will feel pretty warm, probably.
Yeah, the Memorial Day weekend's like the unofficial start to summer, and that's when a lot of the area pools open up. I don't think I'd be jumping into a pool, especially those community pools. They're not heated.
Oh no,
and that water is going to be pretty cold. So, but there you go. At least for the most part, should be as you said, Hannah, a mainly dry weekend. And we'll check out that 9+1 day forecast. It really sticks out of those 50s for highs Thursday and Friday. Probably the wettest part of the week is Tuesday night into Wednesday at times, kind of the middle part of the week. And then the showers are just kind of coming and going there Thursday. Probably not a lot of showers Friday, Saturday, some clouds, some showers and spots. And we'll see increasing amounts of sun into Sunday. At least we're in the 60s for highs over the weekend, maybe near 70 on Monday, which is still going to be below normal. And we did some digging here. And I got to get on this side. See, this gets confusing. You got different. So this is kind of a cool stat we found.
Yeah. So in the last 10 years, this late in May, only 2 times has it been this cold or below 60 this late in May. And that was actually both days in 2021, May 29th and 30th. So pretty similar to what we're seeing right now, actually.
Yeah. So, I mean, we just looked at a sample size from May 20th through the end of the month, May 20th through the 31st. And we only found over the last 10 years it being, below 60 2 times. So we did find, it was kind of interesting. Some of our digital guy, Jim, he was saying he remembers one year with the Ogden race. It was, he said it was really cold. It was like in the 40s. And he said he thought it was around 2012. We looked it up and he was close. It was 2013. We had a high of 49 degrees. I think it was May 24th, 2013. So yeah, that's a little cool. All of a sudden 58 doesn't sound too bad when And I think the low was 36 too. So that's yeah, we don't need any of that. Now it does look like for those of you looking at a long range, you may be saying, okay, when is summer going to kick in? I think as we head into June, we're going to start warming up a little bit more. Let's see if we can pull up. We got all these graphics in here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Do we? Yeah, I think we have it in because I'm now realizing I'm in your rundown and not mine. But I think we got them in here. But this is like a long range forecast. So once this loads, you'll see it. It's cool in the 6 to 10 day. If it loads.
That's all.
Trust us, it's going to be cool in the 6 to 10 day.
You gotta believe us.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. That's odd. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is.
There
Oh
it
man, that is
a little shy.
A little bit, I think. But so the first column's your 6 to 10 day column here, and then your 8 to 14 days. So really through the end of the month, cooler than average temperatures are favored here in the east. And if you want it hot, go out west. That's where it's going to be hot. And then you look here in the 3 to 4 weeks. So this is once we start getting into June. So this is where you see the warmth sort of comes out of the west and expands eastward. So I think we're going to get into some warmer times in June.
Yeah.
Inevitably, I mean, we're going to have to get warmer
at some point.
Yeah, I mean, we're headed into summer, so we will be getting warmer. So if you're just tuning in and wondering who this voice is, let's here we go. There I am. I feel like I'm such a giant next to Hannah.
I got heels on too. So.
How tall are you?
Oh gosh, I would say 5'1". If you ask my Pennsylvania state license, it says 5'2", but probably closer to 5'1".
So I'm about 6'1". So, but I just seem like
my
stepdad's
6'3". So you can tell we're not really related when you see us next to me.
So Hannah's going to be helped. She comes from Penn State University, great university for meteorology. I went there myself many moons ago, but and great for ice cream. If you ever go to Penn State,
yes.
Cream. What's your favorite cream? That's what I should ask.
That's a good question.
Your favorite creamery ice cream?
Gosh, I really like. They have the raspberry chip one right now. I'm a big fan of raspberry ice cream that has like the chocolate chips in it. I feel like a classic is Death by Chocolate though. That's like the chocolate with the chocolate swirl.
They still have the PC Paterna?
They do. I actually do enjoy that one. I'm not usually a fan of that kind of ice cream, but I
like it in the fall. I was up there this past fall, like in October, November. I saw you up there. Then. Yeah. So I on my way home, I had to stop. My son's like, "You got to stop at the creamery." So he knows about it now too. And so I got the pumpkin ice cream. It was like pumpkin pie.
I love a pumpkin pie ice cream. I do like to get that one.
That was really good.
I know. Which I hear there's a place somewhere in Pittsburgh now that's starting to sell it. Maybe in South Hills or something.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah. Which I'm like, I might have to see if it's the same.
In South Park, I think.
Yes. Yeah. I want to see if that's the same or if they're like.
So here's a little fun fact I'll share with everyone. And this is weird. We're not getting comments. Normally we get a bunch of comments. Maybe, I guess. So here's a fun fact. When I went, you had to take like a gym class in college.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Or whatever.
Yes.
So I took jogging one year.
Okay.
This is a really bad story. But so at the time, at least where my gym, it was right near the creamery.
Yes. Okay.
If you picture it, it's close.
Yes. Okay. It is. Yeah.
But when it got warm, we were able to jog outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no one's really keeping track of you. So I would jog around the block and sit there and eat ice cream. And then on the way back, I went to the Ben's room and threw water on me to make it look like I was sweating. I didn't do this all the time, but just, it was like Yeah,
I've had to take, since my minor is sports studies, I've had to do a lot of those like kines classes. So I've done like a jogging one. I've done a workout one. They're not enjoyable, but you can find ways around them. Like you said, I still am able to.
Yeah. Every time I hear about the creamery I always go back to that when I would like skip out on jogging. Okay, here we go. Fred says, "Welcome to the news team."
Oh, thank you. I'm excited.
So yeah, and again, you are going to be filling in June, into maybe part of July or so. But then you do have to finish, like you said, you finish up your.
I have to go back.
You have to go back to college for a little bit, so finish things up. But we feel like you're ready to hit the air now. So
thank you. I hope. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're working on it. So, but. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. And we have News 9 Midday, which is going to begin in like less than 45 minutes. So we're going to go take a look at some of the new model information, make sure the weather forecast is on track and all that good stuff. And Bill's going to have the latest news of the day. I'm sure he's going to have a story about bears in there.
I'm sure.
Bill likes the bears, yes. And we'll see you then on News 9 Midday. But welcome, Hannah.
you.
I'm like so large. My hand is bigger than your head. I think it's because you're
I know,
standing
that's a little
back.
bit
There
like-
you go.
yeah,
See,
there.
it's a depth thing. I'll keep on telling myself that.
Yeah.
Have a great Monday, everyone.